It's a Veterans Memorial Park that happens to be in Union City, and so it's for all veterans. The other point that he wanted to make clear was that there's not one group responsible for what we have today and what we're going to build out here in Union City. It's all of the groups that have come together to support this effort, which is really nice to see today. So today is Independence Day 2009. I can't think of anywhere that I'd rather be than right here today in uniform helping to dedicate this memorial park. Today, above all days, I'm proud to be a veteran. You know, an interesting thing happened over 230 years ago. A group of men that we now refer to as our forefathers got together and signed the Declaration of Independence. It was a Declaration of Independence against Great Britain, who at the time had oppressed the 13 original colonies here in the United States. Of course, we are all familiar with that second paragraph of the Declaration of Independence, which reads, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." The Declaration of Independence is special for veterans because it led to the Constitution of the United States, which is what all members of the armed forces take an oath to defend. In fact, every member of the armed forces knows that when they raise their right hand and swears to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, they know that someday they may be called to task. And many of you here today have been called to task to serve and defend. So those of you that are veterans in attendance today, I thank you for your service. Those that have signed the Declaration of Independence did so knowingly placed their lives and their families' lives at risk. It was a high-stakes proposition, and they were well aware of the consequences. The last sentence of the Declaration of Independence reads, "And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor." You don't have to be in the military to appreciate the freedoms that we have today. All you have to do is visit another country and see how they live. And so today, we take a moment to remember that the freedoms that we enjoy, that were started with the Declaration of Independence, continue today because of the good work of men and women that have served our armed forces and that will serve our armed forces in the future. Those of us that have served or have family members that have served understand that freedom isn't free, sometimes all too painfully. Therefore, it is appropriate that we dedicate a small piece of public property to memorialize the sacrifice and service of those that served before us, those that are serving today, especially those in harm's way, and those that will serve in the future. I will now bring Pastor Diane Robinson up to do the invocation.